right, guys, we just finished the mounting and wiring of our sanctuary system, and now we can get onto the commissioning. For this commissioning, we're going to cover how to commission a 1 inverter, 2 battery system, and then later on a 2 inverter, 4 battery system. For this commissioning process, we need to ensure that we have a Windows laptop with Bluetooth capability, strong Wi-Fi connection at 2.4 gigahertz, and as well Chrome for our browser. So here we have our web app pulled up. Again, it's smart.lionenergy.com. And if you don't have a company account created, please contact Lion Energy and we can assist you to create those accounts. So here I already have my account put in, and I'm going to log in. So after I've logged in, it takes me to this home page, and you can see that we have 2 separate drop downs. First we have technician and then me. If I click on technician, it shows products, users, and invitations. If I click on the products, it will show the products of the entity that I'm attached to. So if I'm installing for a solar company, I am linked to that solar company as a technician. If I come down here to users, this shows all of the users within the entity of the install company. If I come down here to invitations, this shows all the invitations to products that have been created. If I close the technician role and I come to me, these are products and users that me personally owns or has access to. So this is not related to the entity that I'm installing for, but rather products that I may have in my house, RV, or different Lion Energy products. So for right now, we're just going to focus on the technician role, and I'm going to click products. And if you see in the top right, it shows create sanctuary. And since we're trying to create a new plant for our sanctuary, I'm going to click create sanctuary. And once I click create sanctuary, it takes me to the components page where I can change the configuration of the system that I'm installing. And again, for this first installation, we're going to show how to install a 1 inverter, 2 battery system. So I confirm that I have 1 inverter on top, 2 batteries on bottom, and I can go to internet. This screen shows a diagram of how I need the inverter to be wired, and you can use the installation guide as more resources if you have any questions. But up in the top left, we have our inverter COM cable, which is connected to our splitter, which the tail of the splitter is then connected to our inverter COM port on our WCM. And so what it's asking is, does the WCM have power, or is the LED light blinking on the WCM? So if I come here, I see that I don't have power, but I have my splitter connected, and that's because my inverter is not turned on. So once I've turned my inverter on, I can then turn the grid on to inverter 1. Now if you look here, we have a white light flashing on the WCM, and this indicates that the WCM has power. And this white light flashing means that it is searching for a Bluetooth connection. So I can come back to my web app and confirm that the parent inverter has power to the WCM. I can click next, and immediately it's going to pop up that it's searching for a Bluetooth connection, or that it wants to pair to a WCM. And if you see here, there are multiple options present just because there are other sanctuary systems around. But I'm going to select this top one since it has the strongest connection, and I'm going to click pair. Once I've selected that WCM, I can confirm that I've connected to the WCM by the white light changing to the blue light flashing. And that means that I've connected through Bluetooth. Back on my web app, it shows that I can choose an internet connection type. For this install, I'm going to select Wi-Fi, but again, you can use Ethernet hardlined into the WCM. So I'm going to select here, and it's searching for available Wi-Fi connections. Again, you need to make sure that you're connecting to a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. I'm going to select the drop down and then enter in my password and click connect. It will take a few seconds to connect to the Wi-Fi, but once it's connected successfully, it will indicate that it is connected, and I can move on to the next section. Now it indicates that it is connected to Wi-Fi, so I can move to the next section of configuring the inverters.